Primero me gustaría que me contaras la experiencia de estar en la FIL y compartir con el público mexicano.
This is the first time I've been in Guadalajara, and I'm just having the best time because the people are amazing and everyone just seems so passionate about books here. The festival is so huge, and the readers are just very emotional, and they love the story. And so it's been a special experience getting to come to a different culture and see how the books have found a new audience here.
A propósito de esas diferencias culturales, ¿qué notas, no? Entre a lo mejor los lectores de Estados Unidos o de otras partes del mundo con el mexicano.
I think the Mexican readers, to me, feel more passionate about everything. And so they have so many more opinions and thoughts, and they want to give you hugs and give you, gifts. And it's just a much more kind of warm embrace. I think when they fall in love with a book, it's a very, very deep love.
¿Cómo fue, por ejemplo, la convivencia con el público en la firma de autógrafos aquí?
Yeah, it was long. It was I signed for almost 2 hours, 300 people. It was a very, very big event. But it was fun to have everyone come up and to talk to them and to get to hear their stories and practice my Spanish also.
¿Qué ha significado esta aventura que tú mismo has desarrollado, ¿no? A lo largo de este tiempo, de estos años, ¿no? Verlo materializado en estos libros.
Una más.
La experiencia de desarrollar estas historias a través de esta saga, ¿no? ¿Qué significado le das? ¿O qué ha sido para ti?
I think it's that Spanish to me is a language that I grew up learning in Miami. I grew up in Florida, and that to me was going to be the biggest translation. And originally it was published in Spain, but they only did the first book or two, and they didn't do it correctly. And so all these years I've been waiting for the right publisher to come in and do the whole series properly. And so Urano came out at the right time to do all 6 books, the 2 prequels, and really release the series the way it was meant to be done.
¿Cómo te ha cambiado la vida también desde el interior, ¿no? Personalmente.
I mean, como mi vida cambia. I think the funny thing is my life doesn't change too much because writing is the main thing. I've always loved to just get to work and write books. The only difference is now I do a lot of traveling. I go meet readers from around the world. There was a lot of promotion for the movie. So this year was a different kind of year. But next year I'll just go back to writing, and that's what I'll be doing every day. And I'm looking forward to it.
Oye, hablando del fenómeno de la película también, la experiencia, ¿no? De ver materializado tu historia en la pantalla, ¿no?
It's a very different experience having a movie go up because it's your story, but also it's somebody else's interpretation. So you can only look at it that way. You can't get too emotionally attached because you would do so many things differently, In my head, it's very different. In every reader's head, it's very different. This is just one version. But it's a great way of getting people to know the story and to come read the books.
¿Los actores que participan los visualizabas tú?
No, I think I always saw different characters in my head. But the difference is I saw them as real people that I invented in my head. And so anytime you put an actor, I never thought of actors because to think of an actor is to already get away from my character. So the casting was always going to be up to the director.
¿Y qué tal el resultado también?
I'm very happy with how it turned out because it has the spirit and the feeling of the books. But it can never replace the books because the books have so much more. So to me, it just gives you a little taste of what the books are.
Lo que me llama la atención, por ejemplo, de tus historias es que el bien y el mal siempre es una constante donde puede haber como una combinación del bien y el mal. O sea, la gente no es buena completamente ni mala completamente.
Sí. The whole theme of the book is that too often we are told the good guy always wins, and that we are good people. But then that means that any time we find somebody who disagrees with us, they're evil and have to be destroyed. And so I want to get away from that idea of a good person and bad person. There is only what you do, your actions. Are your actions good or evil on a given day? Because everybody has both inside them. And the more you tell yourself you're good, the more you justify anything you do that's evil by saying you're good. And that's how you get really the worst people in the world. So to me, we all have both inside of us.
¿Cómo vives tú también, por ejemplo, esa dualidad del bien y el mal? vive en ti, ¿no?
I mean, for me, yeah, I think I'm definitely more school for evil because I like to challenge the rules and ask questions and not go along with what everyone says the good thing is. I'm always a little bit the opposite, you know? So I felt the school for evil characters were more kind of like me.
Me pasaba a preguntarte, pero se pregunta la gente si habrá una secuela de la película, ¿no? ¿Tú qué tanto sabes de esto?
No sé, porque it was a very expensive movie and a lot of big actors, and to bring everyone back together is a complicated thing. So we'll have to see. I hope so, but if not, it's okay. We had one really good one.
En cuanto a la saga, sigue latente las historias para desarrollar más otras cosas que contar o
maybe. I mean, I think there's 6 books, there's 2 prequels, and there's a graphic novel coming, and so that's the full collection. And now we'll see what happens next. Maybe it's the sequel to a movie, maybe it's a TV show, maybe it's, we don't know what's going to be next. But to me, I'm done with the books for now.
¿Qué significado también para ti desarrollarte como en varias plataformas creativas, ¿no? Como la escritura o la televisión o todo esto?
Yeah, so my next project, I wrote a book called Beast and Beauty a couple of years ago, and now it's going to be adapted for television. And so I'm working on that one for TV. So that'll be my next big project. So yeah, I like to go between TV and film and the books.
¿Y qué otras temáticas te interesa también como tocar a través de
Yeah, I don't know yet. I've been thinking about a lot of things about what I want to do next. I think my fairy tale era is kind of finished. And now I'm going to move on to something else. But nothing that I've started yet. So we'll see.
Okay. Después de la película de la Jara que sigue, ¿no? Con esto cierras el 2022, este año.
Yeah, this will be my last event of the year. And I've been traveling all year for the movie and the books. I've been everywhere. And now next year, I'm not going to be doing any more events or anything like that because I want to create a whole new world of books. So everything will change next year. It'll be a completely different experience.
Finalmente, el público que va a ver esta entrevista es de la comunidad LGBT+.
O sea,
LGBTQ. My audience.
Yeah.
Es LGBTQ.
Oh, yeah.
Entonces, es un público que sigue también tus historias y que le gusta verse representado en lo que tú también presentas. ¿Cuál es el mensaje para la gente que va a ver esta entrevista?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think it's such an important part of the books I write, because I grew up feeling very different. And so when I write characters, I want any LGBTQ characters in my books never to feel like the outsider. I want them to feel part of the story as if they are the mainstream. So that's an important part. I don't write stories about coming out of the closet. Because I feel like we should be past that in our storytelling. I like to tell stories about what happens once that's finished with, and now you're in the world and part of bigger stories. Gracias.